Hello, Lomtastic students. I am here in the Llama studio from Mrs. Borchard's house, wishing you a fabulous day. I am going to read you a story. One of our favorites, Skippyjon Jones. This is the original. I'll read you some of the others as well. All right. Skippyjon Jones by Judy Shoshner. I have all my llama friends here that you've given me. Look at all these sweet little ones, sweet guys. Oh, look at this little guy's poking in. Boop. He wanted to come up front. I have them all, even my pillows, this cute guy back here. Oh my goodness, look who wants to come and read the book with us. Humphrey. He says, when are we going to get back to my book? We will. I promise we're going to finish our chapter book. All right, let's get started again. Skippyjon Jones. One of my absolute favorite characters because he uses his imagination. Every morning, Skippyjon Jones woke up with the birds. Boys and girls, remember who he is. And this did not please his mother at all. Get yourself down here right now, Mr. Kitten Britches, ordered Mama Junebug Jones. No self-respecting cat ever slept with a flock of birds, she scolded, or ate worms, or flew, or did his laundry in Mrs. Doohiggy's bird bath. Oh no, Mama Junebug Jones is upset. The lecture went on and on as usual. You've got to do some serious thinking before you leave this room, Mr. Fuzzy Pants, said his mother, about just what it means to be a cat, not a bird, not a mouse or a grouse, or a moose or a goose, not a rat or a bat. You need to think about just what it means to be a Siamese cat. And stay out of your closet, she added, closing the bedroom door. But once he was alone, Skippyjon Jones began to bounce and bounce and bounce on his big boy bed. Oh, I'm Skippyjon Jones and I bounce on my bed, and once or 6 times I land on my head. On his way down to earth from a gigantic big bounce, Skippyjon Jones shot past his bedroom mirror. Holy guacamole! Explained Skippyjon Jones. What was that? Wait for it, boys and girls. Boop. So, up he went again, and again it appeared. Then, using his very best Spanish accent, he said, my ears are too big for my head is too big for my body, and I am not a Siamese cat. I am a Chihuahua. Back on land, Skippyjon Jones climbed into his toy box and rifled through some of his old junk. After he put on his mask and sword and climbed onto his mouse, Skippyjon Jones began to sing in a mooey, soft voice. My name is Skippito Fresquito. I fear not a single bandito. My manners are mellow. I sweet like the jello. I get the job done. Yes, indeedo. He's got his own little song. Look at his cute mask. And he was on his mouse. Must be like his horse. Back in the kitchen, Jujubee, Jezebel, and Jillyboo Jones were helping Mama Junebug Jones make lunch. Can Skippyjon come out of his room now? Added Jujubee. No, answered Mama Junebug Jones. Mr. Fluffernutter is still thinking. I don't know, boys and girls. Look in his room. Does he look like he's thinking about what it means to be a Siamese cat? I don't think so. In fact, Skippyjon Jones wasn't thinking about being a Siamese cat at all. With a walk into his closet, his thoughts took him down a lonesome desert road, far, far away in old Mexico. Boys and girls, think about this. Skippyjon Jones is using his imagination He's in his room. He's in trouble. He had to go into his closet. And then he's using his imagination to make up this part of the story. Not long into his journey, a mysterioso band of chihuahuas appeared out of the dust. "Ay caramba, who goes there?" asked Skippyjon Jones. "We go by the name of Los Chimichangos," growled Don Diego, the biggest of the small one. "Who are you?" "I am El Skippito, the great sword fighter," said Skippyjon Jones. Look at them all. Then the smallest of the small ones spoke up. "Why the mosquito, dude?" asked Paquito Titu. "I'm go incognito," said Skippyjon Jones. "Do you like rice and beans?" asked Pintalito. "See, I love mice and beans," said Skippito. "He might be the dog of our dreams," whispered Rosalita. "Perhaps," said Tia Mia, "if he knows the secret password." Okay. Achoo Pichu. "Bless you," said Don Diego. "Gracias," said Skippito. "Then it is true," decreed Don Diego. "Yip, yippee, yippito. It's the end of Alfredo Besito. Skippito is here. We have nothing to fear. Adios to the bad bumbleito." Then all of the chimichangos went crazy loco. First, they had a fiesta. Then they had a siesta. But after waking up, the chimichangos got down to serious business. Using his paw, Don Diego drew a picture in the sand of the great bumbleito for Skippito to see. A hush grew over the chimichangos, so great that one could hear a whisker drop. "Alfredo Bazito," whispered the crowd. "El blimpo bumbleito bandito." "See," said Paquito Tito, "the bandito steals our frijoles." "Not your beans," cried Skippito, outraged. "See," Paquito continued, "red beans, black beans, Boston baked and blue, cocoa, coffee, kidney beans, pinto, and jelly too." "And now he comes for us," Paquito added. "Por qué?" asked Skippito. "Because we are full of beans too." Then Don Diego stood tall and in his most somber voice declared, "Yo quiero frijoles." "Huh?" asked Skippito. "The dude just wants his beans back," said Paquito Tito. "And you are the dog for the job." "Me?" asked Skippito. Then all the chimichangos turned towards Skippito, the great sword fighter. But poor Skippito had no time for a plan, because in the blink of an eye, a gigantic shadow darkened the landscape. The chimichangos scattered in all directions. "Vamos, Skippito, or it is you the bandito will eato," they cried. Skippito stood his ground, but his legs shimmied and shook like jello. And his teeth chattered like the castanets. Then, in a mooey, mooey, soft voice, he said, "My name is Skippito Fresquito. I fear not a single bandito." But Alfred Bezito flew straight for Skippito until the bean-eating bandito hovered only inches away from the great sword fighter's face. "Holy frijoles!" cried Skippito as he thrust his sword into the air. What do you think's going to happen? Make a prediction. Pop! went the bandito, landing on Skippyjon's sword, and quicker than one could say chihuahuas, cheese, and crackers, every kind of bean came spilling out of Alfredo Bazito, the bumbalito bandito. I see some jellies in there, boys and girls. Then all the doggies burst into song. Yip, yippee, yippito. Our hero is El Skippyjo. He's the dog of our dreams who delivered the beans, and now we can make our burritos. Boys and girls, remember, he's just in his closet. So think about where he's getting all these ideas for this fun story in his imagination. Back at home, there was such a ruckus coming from Skippyjon Jones' room that Mama Junebug Jones and the girls just had to find out what was going on. They raced down the hall to the kitty boy's room. Benguito, Crashito, Papito, Skippyjo. Just in time to see Skippyjon Jones' closet exploding. Try to think who the characters were and look at the toys and the different things that are coming out. Then out flew Candy, Beanbag Doggies, and Kitty Boy with his birthday piñata on his head. Skippyjon Jones, everyone cried. Holy muchachas, he said in a mooey soft voice. Oh, I was supposed to say that in a small voice. Hola. Mama Junebug Jones lifted up Skippyjon and covered his head with furry, purry kisses. What am I going to do with you, Mr. Cocoa Pugs? She scolded. Look at all the sisters. Mama Junebug Jones really loves Skippy. That night, when he was supposed to be going to sleep, Skippyjon began to bounce and bounce on his big boy bed. Oh, I'm Skippyjon Jones with a mind of my own, and I'll bounce on my bed for hours. I know I'm a cat, but forget about that. Say good night, Skippyjon Jones, called his mama. Buenas noches, mi amigos, said Skippyjon Jones. The end. I hope you enjoyed that book. It's one of my favorites. Keep tuning in. I will be posting these on the Google Classroom. And I'll be reading lots of story, more Skippyjon Jones adventures. And of course, stay tuned for, I think we're on page 70 in Humphreys According to School chapter book. So I'll be reading that as well. Stay tuned. I miss you so much, boys and girls. Stay safe. You are lomtastic.